Here we are, Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. What's up? Welcome, welcome. I just drank a little bit of not a little bit, some of this guy. No sponsorship yet. So I'm a little peppy right now because last night went very late. For those of you who tuned in, went a little late last night drawing on that master study. I had to get some drawing in yesterday, and it was really wonderful. Got a panel done. I can actually show you guys for you guys who didn't make it. We worked on this panel. Woo, auto blur. So yeah, we finished up this panel, which turned out awesome, exciting. I was hoping to try and get done with 2 panels, but I couldn't do it. Went pretty late last night. So anyway, needless to say, I was a little low on the energy and I was like, all right, this is a Starbucks Frappuccino moment. And so I downed a little bit right before I started this stream, and now it's kicking in, and I'll probably crash with a sugar high in a little bit. But today is a very, very full day for my Wednesday comics. Not only the regular comics, to talk about the regular comics that I picked up today, which I only thought I was going to get two books were on my radar, and I ended up with way more than 2, unfortunately for me, fortunately for you. And I'm also combining this stream with an unboxing of, that's the big thing, literally the big thing, an unboxing of Batman Year One Artist Edition, which I am super, super, super excited. The David Mazzucchelli, Frank Miller story, which was pretty much one of the most cornerstone Batman stories of all time in my book. So that artist edition I initially thought was going to arrive on Thursday, but it actually arrived on yesterday, Tuesday. So I was like, well, instead of having a separate stream on Thursday to do it, now I can just combine it with Wednesday. But then Sean shifted his launch date to today as opposed to yesterday. And probably because he was able to lock a space on Ethan Van Sciver's channel, which is a huge following, which is great for Sean, great for the Second Chance campaign, great for the Artist Edition campaign that he's doing. So I'm very, very excited for him. But I do not, like I was mentioning in the chat right before the stream started, I did not want anything that I was doing to take away from what he's doing. Not that it would really move the needle that much for him, but I wanted to make sure I cleared the space, cleared the runway for his launch to go well. So I'm really, really excited for my brother to launch his Second Chance campaign. So excited, as a matter of fact, that I want to show, before I say hey in the chat, I want to show his, he just published a, what do you call it? Trailer. So let me get that set up, and then I will let's watch that, and then we can get to all the good stuff today. But I want to make sure I give him enough kudos to promote what he's doing. So hang on one second. Let's see. I think I got it. Volume here, hopefully. Just a less than a minute trailer, but here we go. Let me publish. All right, can you guys see that? All right, let's watch this in honor of my brother Shanth and Jetty, Second Chance campaign. Check it out, y'all. So epic. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? Nosfero's second chance campaign. Woo! Very exciting. Wait, publish. Back to live mode. Did you guys see that okay? Did that come across okay? I can't even tell. Was I in preview mode? So confusing. Let me know if you guys saw that. I hope so. And if not, we'll show it again. But hopefully you guys saw that. And while I'm waiting for you guys to tell me if you saw that, I'm going to say, hey, in the chat, ugh, what happened? Goodness gracious. What happened here? Emo Trash. What is up? How are you doing, my friend? Sorry, I just wanted to adjust this, adjust the settings here. Okay, let me try that again. Boom. Emo Trash. Choose to be first today. Emo Trash is first. You know what? Maybe I should move it. I may move that. I know it's at the bottom. I keep flip-flopping bottom, left, all that kind of stuff. I just want to not impede what you guys are seeing. Yeah, maybe I'll move it. Well, no. I'll wait. Sorry. Frappuccino! Mark's Music Obsession is here. Mark, I know you're waiting with bated breath for that launch. Hang in there, buddy. It's going to happen for you. I have a good feeling it's going to happen for you, that you will be able to land the all-in package or whatever you call it, whatever that package is. You'll be able to land it, Mark. I hope so. I know you will. You've been such a huge supporter of Sean and me, and we love it. We love your enthusiasm. So thank you so much for just caring about what we do and being willing to, like, you know, jump in there and support us and spread the word and share the links and all that kind of stuff. Mark, we talk about you and all of you guys in the chat that we share. We talk about you guys a lot, so offline. So yeah, we appreciate it. We definitely appreciate it. It's not just lip service. We really appreciate you guys showing up and just supporting us as crazy independent creators who are longtime old friends and love comics. Cranberry Landers is here. What up, Cranberry?
This is a cranberry full of power.
You were just watching my yesterday's stream. That's awesome. Yeah, I started it late. I knew I would get a limited audience, but the urge to ink on that page was very great. And I'm glad I did. And kudos, we were able to overlap with people who are night owls, but even more importantly, or not more importantly, but even, what's the word I'm looking for? Surprisingly? No, not surprisingly. Whatever. We were able to overlap with Katie's time zone in the UK, and she came up, she showed up, and I was able to share with Katie her sound effect, her new sound effect. For those of you who weren't there, this was for Katie.
Say cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
No, a cup of tea.
And that was just because Katie is from the UK, and we love her accent. We love her showing up in the chat, and we had to give her a little shout out in that way. All right, let's see. What else? Emo Trash said, you decided to start streaming late last night after I forced myself to go to bed because I inflicted psychological torture on myself instead. Yeah, it was, as I mentioned in the chat, as I replied in the chat, it was a little bit of psychological torture going on when I was drawing too, but it all worked out. Mark's Music Obsession said, I had to sub to Ethan's channel just to make sure I knew how to get there quickly. I will have it on, but we'll be refreshing the Indiegogo page until it hits. You are on it, man. It reminds me of like buying concert tickets or sports events tickets of like, or even like signing up for stuff for school things. The schools that are here locally for my kids. are really competitive when it comes to all sorts of stuff, applying for stuff or signing up for things. Excuse me. And so it's like you're just waiting there, watching the clock, and hitting refresh, 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 refresh. It's a little nerve wracking, but again, Mark, I think it's going to work out for you. So hang in there, hold your breath. Don't hold it too long though. I should say take a breath. It'll be all right. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Cranberry Lander says, looks great. Everybody's saying looks great on the page. Awesome. Yes, I will probably. I'm thinking I might be working on another panel tonight. Not live streaming, but working on another panel tonight. I really want to try and finish that page this week to move on, to just keep it going, keep the engines revved. So yeah, but it's really fun. It's coming along great. Emo Trash says, I will be likely lurking today. Finally got myself in the mood to finish a couple of projects for a buddy of mine. Awesome. Do it. It's great. Lots to do. Not enough time. I am watching my clock, and I got a lot to do with you guys today. À bientôt. It is. He makes great trailers. Sean does make great trailers. He puts his heart and soul. If you guys don't know this about him, I'm sure you do. He puts his heart and soul in everything, his imprint, his thumbprint on everything that he does, and has constantly been an inspiration to me. Really inspires me to up my game and to, keep the quality level up there, and challenges me to be true to who I am as well. So yeah, love the guy, and I just want all the best, all the success for Sean on all his campaigns. Trailer was seen. Adam, what's up, Adam? How are you doing? Well, happy Wednesday. Good to see you. Give Rocky a Frappuccino. It's nothing but distraction. Possibly. Oh, you are 4 subs from 300, Alan Lau says. I am. And what's up, buddy? Again with another appearance from Alan Lau. Are you starting to be a regular, Alan Lau? Huh? I so appreciate that. And it's great to see you, man. I hope you're well. Yeah, 4 subs from 300, everybody. We're at 296. I think I got a new subscriber this morning. The weird thing is through YouTube Analytics, you can kind of track all the data, blah, blah, blah. And it also has a meter that shows you when you are close, or to show you your progress to hit one of your milestones, which for me would be the first milestone, according to YouTube, would be 500 subscribers for me. So it has a little bar like showing me like, oh, you're almost there. But on that bar, I looked at it yesterday or today, and it said 320 subscribers. And I was like, I don't have 320 subscribers. I only have 290, whatever it was, 295. So I don't know if it's like all of a sudden 25 subscribers will like they're in a queue and then they'll like release the dam, or they're just counting it wrong. Who knows? But that kind of surprised me a little bit. But we'll get there. We're totally get there. We're on our way to 300. Quite a milestone for me. Again, a lot of you guys remember when we made 50 subscribers or even 40 subscribers. I was super excited. So it's pretty amazing that we're almost at 300. Very cool. Although my son showed me, he just literally at lunch showed me a 10-year-old kid who had a YouTube channel and amazing drummer, and the kid had like 120,000 subscribers, and I'm like, dang it, that's my next milestone. For after 300 is 120,000, but I need to learn how to drum, and I need to be way younger than I am. Here we are. We knew she'd come. The chat ninja has appeared. Hey, Comrade Sammy, what time did you wake up this morning, huh? She was here till the bitter end last night, but she was ready. She was way more alert and caffeinated than I was. So I don't know how sluggish your morning was. Mine was all right. I had some things to do. I had some errands to run. I had to get up for a few appointments, so it forced me to wake up. But maybe you've had 2 or 3 coffees already. I hope you are awake. But good to see you, Comrade Sammy. Central Comics is here again. How you doing, Central Comics? If I remember correctly, are you in Portugal? Or maybe that was another different person. But if you are in Portugal, that's amazing. If I remember correctly. But welcome, Central Comics. Good to see you again. Thank you for coming. Chat Ninja was acknowledged. Mark's Music Obsession says, I was away from the screen for like 10 minutes. What I missed? Not much, but we're going to get started. We got a lot to get through. I just want to make sure I honor everybody that's here. And you need to learn how to be a kid again. Yeah, apparently. Alan L saying hello. All right. Everybody has their greetings. Let's jump into it. Enough of this chit chat. Let's jump into it. So, part of you guys might be wondering, why am I on this setting? Oh, that was one thing I wanted to mention. So I have two setups, as you guys remember. I usually do my Wednesday Comics setup, or recordings, or streams on my other setup, or this way, my other setup, which has a better camera, better lighting. Don't have this horrible panel behind my head. And I love doing it on that setup. But I have to do my drawing streams on this side because my camera setup here is a little bit higher, gives me a wider view, and I have a tilty desk, and so it's easier to draw on this side, more space to draw, so yada yada yada. So that's usually why my draw streams are over here. But the camera for my face is not as great. And I actually noticed on my stream from last night, I looked like, nobody told me, but I looked like a sweet potato. The color of my skin wasn't, I don't know, it was great. I didn't like it. I was like, why didn't anybody tell me? It looked horrible. The lighting looked flat. I didn't notice it. So I did some adjustments before I started this stream on this camera. But it's just part and parcel to the quality of webcam that I'm using on this side. But why am I on this side for my Wednesday Comics is the size of this artist edition is so huge that I couldn't fit it on my desk over there to do an overhead shot from my desk over there. So I had to default to this side just to be able to fit it. And I think it's even still too big, but it's ginormous. It's probably, for those of you who are familiar with the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man Artist Edition, which is an amazing book, that one is way oversized. And I think this one is probably the same size as that, but that one is by far the biggest artist edition that I own. Well, next to the Frank Miller Ronin one, that one is huge too. But yeah, there was no way I would be able to flip through it, open it on the other side, and that's why I'm over here now. So that's why my setup's a little bit different, but it's all right. We'll get through it. I didn't even question setup till you mentioned it, actually. Yeah, I have that issue. I mean, I have that problem. Like, I do that. I like point out things, and then people are like, well, I didn't notice it, but now that you said it, yes, your hair did look weird, or yes, your skin did look like a tomato. So that's my problem. Central Comics says, I'm in Portugal. That's correct. One of my jobs is comic book lettering, and you keep me company Wednesday afternoon. Wow, comic book lettering. Awesome. Let us know what comics you're lettering. Are they Portuguese comics? That's cool. Or are they English and American comics? Okay, I'm going to switch the setup. Look at the size of this monstrosity. It's too big, too huge, crazy huge. But we're going to try and get through this, or open this, if possible. I have pulled back my camera as wide as I could. I mean, I could have gone even wider, but then you would have probably be seeing my legs. That would be weird. The top of my head. If I mounted the camera even higher. Who makes books this big? I don't know. But I'm happy because these scans are from the original pages, from what I've been told. And they're at size. I was just talking with Frank at Amazing Comics this morning when I stopped by the comic book store. And we were just saying, like, Mazzucchelli or whoever must have owned all the originals and never sold them Otherwise, how did they get them for this edition? Wow. This is so big. Oh. All right. Box 1 opened up to box 2. And all of these artist editions usually come in like a packing box like this. Goodness gracious. All right, guys. Oh boy. Are you ready for this? Oof. Look at that. This is my hand. Look at this size. Let me just measure it. I think, where's my ruler? I think this is the same size as the McFarlane one. So the McFarlane one is 21.5 by 14.5-ish. And this one is, yep, this is about the same size. Yep. So if you own the McFarlane Spider-Man Artist Edition, it's the same size. Man. I am very excited about this. I love this scan already of this cover. You can see like the whiteout here, the stains, the tape marks. He whited out. You can, I mean, you wouldn't know this from the image that was printed, but he whited this out. It looks like he initially drew like the shadows on the musculature of the leg, but he decided to white it out to make it a flat white negative shape, which is amazing. And it's so cool that you can see that through the scan. The scan is so good that you can see like where it's raised, where the white paint was raised here. All this plastic, which my cats will eat if I'm not careful. All right. Woohoo! See, I still can't even fit it all on camera. And I'm going to hit this mic. Wow. Ooh. That's amazing. That is an amazing end paper. Cranberry Landry says, I thought you just looked tanned, Rocky. No, it's horrible. It was a horrible color on my face. After I watched it afterwards, I was like, ugh. Central Comics. Okay, this is great. I work with Portuguese comic books, but also with Japanese manga, European comics, and Marvel and DC comics to all over European countries. Let's see what's in the box. Nice. That's cool, Central Comics. That looks gorgeous. Where's John at? Yeah, where's John at? Said he was out running an errand. It was a little after 2, I think. You guys have his whole schedule. You have a John schedule. Look at that. Mazzucchelli, Batman Year One Artist Edition. Beautiful. You can see like, you guys can probably even see, you can see like the paper texture. That's how great the scan was. How high res the scan. I love seeing the whiteout cut back in here. Or the white paint cut back in here. You can see the variances in the blacks for like the ink wash or the ink laid down. Oh my gosh. Crazy cool. Is that too bright on that side? Tell him to stop being busy. We're more important. You guys, it's like operator, contact John. Where's John? Locating John. Wow, they have this whole write-up. I think this is written... Yeah, Mazzucchelli wrote this whole thing. That's amazing. He's kind of a recluse a little bit when it comes to superhero books these days. He did Daredevil Born Again, Batman Year One. I mean, a bunch of like issues of Daredevil, but like the huge benchmarks for him were Born Again and Batman Year One. I think I read people who were saying that he was like 23, 24 when he worked on Batman Year One. Can you imagine hitting this level at that age? And then he didn't do much superhero comics after that. Age 25. Oh my gosh. Here, let me hide my window for a second. Preparing to draw a story that would redefine his origin, I asked myself, what does Batman look like? Ugh. Gosh. This is so good. You guys. Ridiculously good. So like some prelim sketches. Man. So good. This is a classic image. Oh, let me pull out that issue. Not that issue, that compilation. This is the size of the original. If you're wondering, it's the size of the original graphic novel. I'll keep this handy. We can compare. I love this. Love these like practicing ink strokes. Oh my gosh. These are photocopies of his layouts, reduced photocopies of partially inked pages. Holy moly. I love this face. So much personality. Having a spiritual experience here just staring at this. So that's the original scan, oops, of that. Here's how it appeared in the comic with Richmond Lewis's colors on it, which she was great, great colors. I believe they got married, Mazzucchelli and Richmond Lewis, if I'm not mistaken. Man, seeing these at original size, oh my gosh. Love the paste up. John's here. What's up, John? How are you?
He goes, what's your name? He goes, John.
John is here. He made it. You got like GPS found out by Emo Trash and Comrade Sammy. 2:22. I'm looking at the time. Just want to keep track of the time. I probably will go till like another hour-ish. Just so I do not, as I'd mentioned earlier, I do not want to overlap at all with Sean's launch stream. I haven't even texted him today. I should text him and see how he's doing. There's that face from that rough that we just saw. Crazy. I love this page. This page is repeated. I don't know, for those of you who are huge Year One fans, this sequence is repeated at the end of the book. Spoiler alert. Where Batman see if I can find it. Whoops. Not at the end of the book. Where Batman is kind of does the same exact move there, and Mazzucchelli repeats that sequence. Where is it? I think I skipped it. But we'll find it. We'll get to it. Because the cool thing about this artist edition is it's the whole thing. Sometimes artist editions will only have a select number of pages from whatever book that it's an artist edition for or whatever. And that has to do with like either the pages couldn't be located or, you know, they're just showing a breadth of whoever's artist's work and not like the full thing. But there's a handful of books where they will reproduce, amazingly have access to all the artwork and will reproduce the whole book. And this artist edition, Batman Year One, is one of them. I believe they have an artist edition for... Where is that? I'll find it. I believe they have an artist edition for Daredevil Born Again. I'm pretty sure they do. That is the whole series as well. But I don't have that. And if for those of you who would want, who would love access to these but can't afford, because they can run, usually list price for these are about $150, which is not cheap by any means. But they do have, they will release more affordable, smaller versions called artisan editions. And those can run about $30 to $40. So those are more affordable versions. They are the same scans. They just shrink them to be a more smaller size, more graphic novel size. But I love seeing it at full size just because I'm working at full size on these Master Study reproductions. So, oh, this is even scanned even bigger. I wonder if he drew it on bigger paper. He might have. McFarlane did that on his Spider-Man series. He drew it in bigger paper just so he could draw like more detail. Wow. Usually they'll say at the beginning, these were scanned at size, blah, blah, blah. Usually they give like a little blurb saying like that these were scanned at original size. There is a great website called aeindex.org, the letter A, letter E, index.org. And it's basically artisteditionindex.org. And they do great reviews of any artist edition that comes out. And I always am checking there just for new news and for initial like reviews of these artist editions. And they have all the specifics of like, oh, it was scanned at this size and blah, blah, blah. So check out that site. This is awesome. Love seeing process. John says, since everyone wants to know, I was getting my car finish inspected. It had failed for a taillight being out. Oh, okay. By the way, Comrade Sammy says, I found my headphones. No thanks to you, Rocky. Sorry. I guess I didn't hide them well enough. Ugh, this is so good. This is the image they used on that end paper. I love the simplification on these folds. It's like so graphic, but still feels real, like believable. That's the amazing thing with Mazzucchelli's work. He's one of those few artists that had total command of drawing, but he had a certain simplification, he started paring down his drawing more and more and more, and you could see it in the progression of his work. And that, like, Batman Year One was kind of the pinnacle of him, like, simplifying it, but still keeping it very, very realistic and believable, but exaggerated as well. This is cool. This is like an overlay page. I guess that he laid over the background, a background overlay to do the stained glass windows over his drawing of Batman, Bruce Wayne. Awesome. I love this production stuff. Everything is so digital now that you kind of miss out on the beauty of hand making these pages. So like here you can see how like simplified he was getting with his style already, but he has such a command of angles and anatomy and lighting, and it's beautiful. Look at this shot, so cinematic. I love how he gradates the bricks for lighting, so it like feels brighter down here by how he spaced out these brick marks. I love the hand lettering of this police right here. A lot of times I've noticed in comic art, even not just digital art now, but like even old art, sometimes people would like type out letters and then paste it up within the artwork. But I love it when artists will like take the time to hand letter stuff. Just makes it feel more part of the art. This is like a standard page. I wonder if they explain it at the back. We'll keep an eye out. But like, why is this one smaller than this one? This is more standard size. This like dry brush technique here for the gunshot right here. Mazzucchelli definitely studied film, like film composition, because that made his stuff feel a lot more cinematic. This is a classic Batman pose right here. Again, that simplification of the cape. It's like the smaller folds here, you really feel the tension of him holding it, the pinch of him holding that cape here, but then it's like spreads out, and so those marks are a lot wider. Man. Figure Drawing says you have one of the best comic art channels on the whole of... Whoa, Figure Drawing. You can't be dropping a comment like that and expect me to just pass it over. Oh, I'm missing my camera here. Thank you, Figure Drawing. I really appreciate that comment from the bottom of my heart. That means a lot. That means a lot to me. So thank you for saying that. Appreciate it. I'm gonna hide myself now because I want to see more see more of this. Pre-AI art eras are the best eras. Yeah. I mean, all the AI stuff, you know, like there's so much debate, so much anxiety about what AI can do. And, you know, I'm kind of tracking it, watching it, freaked out by it. And the only way that my reaction to that is like, I got to produce more hand done stuff, hand drawn, handmade stuff. Like that's where my brain's going to go. AI can do what it is. We can't stop it. It's going to do what it is, and it's going to have repercussions both in the art world and in the regular world. I think good and bad, you know. There's like, it's funny because yesterday I was like grilling something on the grill for dinner, and the recipe said, "Oh, you know, put your put the meat on for on low temperature." And I'm like, "Well, what's low temperature on a grill?" And I just said, "Hey Siri, what's low temperature on the grill?" And Siri's like, "Oh, low temperature on the grill is 350, blah 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 blah." And it was like immediate, right? And I didn't even have to look it up. I just talked to this stupid phone, and it told me the answer I needed. And that's artificial intelligence right there. It's like collating the information and spitting it back out to me in a format that is convenient and efficient and, usable. And I was like, wow, I appreciate that. And that's, AI is going to do what AI is going to do, is going to take over the world, and we're going to all die like in the Terminator. But in the meantime, we can't really stop the Terminator unless we pair up with another Terminator to defeat the Terminators and like befriend the Terminator. At least that's what the movies tell us, right? So until that happens, the way that we can combat or lean into what resonates with me as an artist is to produce more hand-done traditional stuff, and to highlight hand-done traditional stuff and just the beauty and the art of it, because there's nothing like it. And as good as AI can get and is getting at creating art, it will never be able to, well, not in my lifetime, I hope, be able to hand produce stuff like this. So the beauty of these artist editions are you can see the mistakes too. You can see the mistakes, the corrections, the pivots, and the decisions that these artists are making. The reason why I'm doing the master studies is not to copy it exactly, right? I could just photocopy it and be done with it. No, I want to learn from it, adjust, do it my own way, take what I needed to learn from it, throw out what I didn't want to, all those kind of things. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to learn. And so my master copies will not be perfect replicas of the masters that I'm trying to study, but they'll be their own original thing, showing my process of learning through it. So yeah, that's my spiel. John, you should be at Rocky's early stream earlier. We wore him down to his core. He was pretty tired by the end. I don't think you're supposed to say that out loud. You're supposed to say that off to the side on somebody else's stream. John said he was asleep. He was the smart one out of all of us. Figure Drawing says, you're quite welcome. I love Treasure Trove, exquisitely curated channels. Love your sensibilities. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Or ma'am, or thank you, Figure Drawing. Didn't want to assume that you're a sir, but I appreciate that. That makes me smile and gives me more, motivation to keep doing it. Keep doing what I'm doing. Do what I love. This is incredible. Incredible. I love this note. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a blue line note that says dot the I. So I guess he was telling the letterer, hey, dot this I. It wasn't dotted before. That's awesome. I love this sequence. It's where Batman is like helping this homeless person out of the way of getting run over a car. And so it's so good. Like, he's here. You don't even see his face. He's in silhouette. So it gives you like a distance from who he is as Batman. Then Gordon's like, this guy's swerving in the car with Gordon swerving. The guy's swerving in the truck, and he's about to hit this homeless person. And you see Batman making his move. The speed lines are going. The homeless person looks up, and I believe the way that it was colored was like, you can tell there was like the headlights blasting on. There it is. The lighting kind of shine brightly, like, here comes the car, and then these lights are here. And then I love this pose of Batman swinging on the street lamp, Gordon reaching for the wheel, and then Batman grabbing the homeless person out of the way, their car getting run over. Like, you can see all of it. Gordon's here, falling out of the car. So exciting. Emo Trash says, a little bird has been turned loose to flutter the house. Louie is on the loose, everybody. Louie is on the loose. Watch your heads. Does Louie ever poop on you? Emo Trash? Is that how it works? I would be worried about that. This is another great sequence. Batman's running. I love this pose. This is such a non-heroic pose, but it's such a great moment because Batman's still trying to figure out, Bruce Wayne's still trying to figure out who Batman is and what he can do. And so he gets shot in the leg, And then he flips, crashes in there. Look at that. Wow. Let me hide my big head. And the way that the lettering is used here is amazing. There's even a note here, reverse the sound effects in the first panel. Beautiful, beautiful tie in there. There's so many great storytelling tricks or tools being used. And Mazzucchelli here, age 25, was at the top of his game with it. I'm sure he learned a lot from Frank Miller too. So much tension, so much drama. Beautiful roughs. John says the fear of AI is a bit ridiculous. I mean, I think everybody we fear what we don't know, and there's a lot of unknowns with AI, and I think also the speed at which that's developing. But people have been working on AI and like machine learning and all that for a long time now. I think now that it's inserting itself into culture more, and we're seeing it being implemented in arts, and you can almost not tell what is real and what's not real. The whole idea of like, what is truth? Who's telling us the truth? We don't trust a lot of people. I think it's playing into that fear. So yeah, it's crazy. KSSS is here. What's up, KSSS? I think AI, like most technology, seems scary at first, but eventually there will be so many regulations, etc., that it will be significantly handicapped. Or controlled, or like, tempered maybe is another word we can say. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of AI art at all. It just makes me shiver when I see it. But I also know that there's no way we can stop it. Not that we shouldn't, like, fight for regulations and blah blah blah, but I think AI art also can't do what humans can do. As good as it gets, it's just learning from what has been done before. It's not innovating, and who knows? Wow. I'm just stunned. I'm very tempted to do a master study from one of these pages because they're here now. I can see them, but there is so much to learn. I might do that for my next master studies, a Mazzucchelli Batman Year One page. There's so much to learn from this. And it's not just the art, composition, panel layout, blah, blah, like the lettering. Like, say, for example, if I did this page, I would want to incorporate this lettering in it too, because how he lays it out, and I'm pretty sure Mazzucchelli had an opinion on it, leads your eye as well. This is amazing. Love seeing the whiteout on this cat too. Oh yeah, happy birthday, KSSS. It's great. Wow. Oh, I did a study, not a study, I was just, I did this series on X long time ago, several months ago. It was right when I was starting my YouTube channel. I was trying to figure out, what am I doing with comics? How can I promote comics? Blah, blah, blah. And I did a series on X, a hashtag series called One Comic Panel? One Panel? Gosh, I don't even remember what I called it. But I would pick one panel that I loved from a comic that I happened to be reading at the time, or something that I remembered, and talk about why I love that one panel. And I picked this one for one of the posts that I did, and the reason being was I loved so many things about this. I loved the composition. I loved Batman's pose. I loved the balance of black and white in here, foreground and background. And I love how the lettering was used. So it's like you hear the machine gun. So it's like a constant thing. And that's shown visually. It's a constant sound. And then Batman is also chasing after this cat. And then they have these word blurbs of the guards because it's dark and they don't know what's going on and they're talking. So you're getting snippets of them. They're talking, their conversation. Can't see him. Move so fast. Dark. And then all of a sudden this cat's meow like interrupts it. And it leads you here to point you, look at this cat. And it's a white cat. A lot of black silhouettes going on, the white cat here. And then right as that meow kicks in at the biggest point, the biggest O, you hear the guy go, what? Damn that cat. And it's like, it's all like this chaotic scene, but just told in one panel of a comic. Like that is so powerful of comics, what comics can do right here, right in this one panel. And that's just one part of a bigger page that's even telling more. Like the sound is getting louder in these panels. I mean, we're not even talking about good art, just drawing. We're just talking about purely the art of comics. This is it. Amazing. Grabs the cat, throws it over his shoulder, out the window. The cat jumps over the police car. The guy gets shot and then just jumps into Selena Kyle's hand. In this beautiful, quiet moment. Look at this girl's expression. So amazing. There it is. That was the repeat. I knew it was somewhere. Right there. See that pose? So Bruce Wayne's practicing, like, how hard can he kick this tree before he knocks it over? Like, that's how strong he's kicking it. And then that gets used right there. Same pose, but now he's Batman kicking this column that makes the whole roof collapse. Man. Masterful. Totally masterful. John says, "It yo thing, do what you want to do." Wow, John, that is not a phrase that I would imagine coming from you, but now I got that song stuck in my head. Let's see. That's right. The Chat Ninja comes in with a roundhouse kick to the face, just like Batman. Those are good colors. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I'm behind. Great profiles. Batman looks awesome in that book. Yeah, it's amazing. Figure Drawing says, actual artificial intelligent art sounds super interesting. AI art is, as it exists now, is pretty basic computer learning. More and more AI art bots scrape with AI from AI images. Yeah, and then it just becomes, it's like a derivative of a derivative of a derivative. Cranberry Lander says, I dig those helicopter shots. They're amazing. Yes, copy of a copy kind of thing now. Yep. I mean, it's going to learn. It's going to learn. It's not just going to do that all the time. But look at these bats. Like, imagine inking all these bats. And it's like just a representation of a bat, but it looks like real bats. Just overwhelming. And then the colors. I remember the color on this page. Look what Richmond Lewis did with the colors. Like, she added her own layer of bats beneath the black and white ones. So it's just like, oh, it feels like the Birds, right? Like, they had to have been looking at Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds for this. But just overwhelming. And then look at Batman hiding in the bat cloud, pretty much. It's great. Whew. It comes out of it. Man, some of these are so simple, such simple faces. I did, John, I did. I almost forgot. Wow, I like the bats and that view from the being shot side. Yes, yeah. Comrade Sammy don't play with sidekicks. She just kicks to the face. And then disappears. We can throw our sandals into the gears of the computers to make it stop, Rocky. We can try. We can try. These remind me of some of the big spreads from Daredevil Born Again. He did these full page spreads of like Matt Murdock on his bed in different stages. So this kind of reminds me, reminiscent of that. But it's this beautiful moment of Gordon thinking about his life and Batman, and also like that he has now a pregnant wife to worry about. So beautiful, beautiful image. I love how they show us the layouts to an issue first, rough layouts to an issue first, and then the actual issue. Wow, classic. It's great. This is a great moment where you don't even have to show. Batman's like picking into the window, breaking into the window. You see the blinds kind of shift, so you know like he made it through. And the guy says, "Oh, close the window," and then you hear something. What the hell, Skeevers? Are you right? He's like, "I'm fine." Batman is just perched on top of him with a smile. Man, that's so good. I wonder if this is a reference to Joker here. Good job for what? I don't remember. Oh, for remembering. Thank you for remembering. Yes. Man, I'm missing the chat. I've been listening to what, but haven't had my eyes on it due to preparation of food for Mom and Maggie before the... Mark's like cramming it all in. Come on, Mom. Okay, get your dinner ready. Maggie, got your food. You're going to eat early today. Oh, Mark. I will breathe a sigh of relief for you, my friend, once that's over. But it's going to happen, dude. It is going to happen for you. It's awesome. Awesome. Look at this architecture. Simple, but really effective. It's funny because his ink line doesn't even have like, it's not super fine, thick, thin. It's almost not one thickness, but he's very sparse with trying to overly make it thick, thin. I would do it more myself. But it's amazing. I think also like smartly, Mazzucchelli's probably aware of like how this stuff will reduce and print, and you don't have to noodle too much with the fine lines because when it gets shrunk down, you're just gonna read the details and stuff. But look at this great pose. This is great. Nothing to do with Batman. Nothing to do with superheroes. This awesome foreground shot of the headboard or the crib of the baby. Yeah, it's the crib, and the screaming, wah! And then the mom is like in prison, through the bars here, feeding time, and then Gordon's kind of popping out here saying, "My turn, honey." What a beautiful composition. Says so much. And at this point, they got a lot. They used that movie, the first Christopher Nolan movie, Batman Begins, borrows a lot from Batman Year One. This is great. Great sequence. Classic sequence from Batman Year One. They have captured Gordon's baby, the mafia or whatever. And this is Batman on a bicycle, or Bruce Wayne on a bicycle. He flips up to the top while Gordon's fighting the dude, and he jumps down. You see his hands here in the foreground, and the guy drops the baby, and Gordon goes, "No!" Look how simple that baby is. So scary, but beautiful angle. And he screams, "No!" And then as Gordon and the dude falls, you see Bruce Wayne reach the baby here. And then you're like, what happens? Like, here's the ground right now. What happens? And Gordon's wife's running closer. Then you hear the baby cry. And he shows you the baby. Like the baby survived. That they didn't. Amazing. So much tension. And it ends on that. Oh, beautiful. This has to be, wow, this is this image. This has to be one of my all-time favorite artist editions. I mean, geez Louise. Oh, here's another overlay. Oops. Sorry, just saw a notification on my phone. Want to make sure not missing anything. There we go. Ooh. There it is, guys. Woo-hoo-hoo. That is just too much. That is too much. That's overwhelming how cool this is. I can't recommend this enough. Beautiful, beautiful, well done. Amazing. I mean, it has a lot to do with how great the story is and the storytelling and just the comics is, but this is a well done artist edition. I'm going to pour over this like crazy later on my own time. Who is Janice? 58% Janice. Come on, Janice, get with it. This is 58%. Anyway, this is awesome. Holy moly. David Mazzucchelli. For those of you, anybody who has not been exposed to Batman Year One or read it, my gosh, that is so good. So good. All right, let me catch up in the chat, and then I'll go over, let's see, 256. I'll go over the comics that I picked up today, too. Let's see. Anything we can do with your help with your shelves? Can we hold them up for you while you drill them in, Comrade Sammy? Let us know. I like emo would worry about the bat crap. Mr. Monkey Boy 1969, what time did you wake up today, my friend?
How do you say monkey in French?
Mr. Monkey Boy 1969 was there last night for the all-exciting late-night draw stream. It was awesome. John, tell me why I decided to start building them in the first place. Guano, that's right, bat guano. Gross. Oh my goodness. There was a, where were we one time? We were traveling in Asia, and there's a kind of coffee called luwak coffee. Have you guys ever heard of it? I think maybe we've talked about this on stream before, but it's the kind of coffee where the animal, the luwak, would, it's kind of like a, how do you describe the luwak? Kind of the cross between a possum and a monkey, raccoon kind of thing. Anyway, it would eat the coffee beans and then poop it out. And then they would take the beans out of the poop and then cook it, strain it out, cook it, and then make coffee out of it. And it supposedly tastes really good. I wasn't a coffee drinker at the time that we were exposed to luwak coffee, so I don't really know. I'd have to try it out now to see if I could tell the difference. But my question was, who was the first person to try that out and say, huh, there's some coffee beans in this. Let me dig through the poop of this animal and find the coffee beans and then brew them and try it out and see if it's good. Like, who is that person? Huh? Everybody's saying, hey, Amanda B is here. What's up, Amanda B? Is this the year ones? Yes, it is. Please go back and watch the beginning of the stream where I started it. I have, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 plus-ish artist editions. different varying ones. This, by far, this is close to being, if not, I'll have to, when I look through it closely, but I have a feeling this is my number one. I mean, the Ronin one is really good. I really like the Ronin one. I really like the McFarlane one. I think this one is so good because it's the whole, every issue of Batman Year One. And it's just put together so beautifully. It's amazing. So if you haven't bought it, if you're on the fence about buying it, I give it 40 thumbs up. It's amazing. It's really good. He'll get to your question in 20 minutes. I will. There we go. 20 minutes later. Let's see. I remember that close-up panel of Catwoman really bothered me. Oh boy. So if Catwoman scratches Batman, does he get cat scratch fever? Probably. So great. It is. That's rough to watch. Awesome One. What's up, Awesome One?
Yes, that's awesome.
Weird. Got recommended yesterday's stream, but not this one. Weird. YouTube doesn't know what to do with me. I'm streaming so much. YouTube's like, wait, he's streaming what? Watch the one he streamed. What? Wait, what? So that's a good sign, I'm gonna say. But thanks for being here, Awesome One. Let's see. Great book. Yes. Awesome. Yeah, Janice. Get with it, Janice. 58%. Let's see. Yo, Monkey, you have a new Monkey game that's out? Rocky, let's hear Katie's sound effects again, please. Yes. All right, here's Katie's sound effect. For those of you new to my channel, like figure drawing, maybe Central Comics and Tammy D, for my faithful followers, faithful friends that show up in chat, I've started doing sound effects for people. First, you get modded on my channel, and then when I get to it, I try and do some custom sound effects. So Katie, I did Katie's. Yesterday, I debuted Katie's. Let's hear it.
Say cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
No, a cup of tea.
Katie's from the UK, so that's where the origin of that one came from. And I don't see Cherish Psalms here, unless she's here and I haven't gotten to her yet. But I debuted hers yesterday as well. And she freaked out, John. So check this out.
What's wrong, little Pookie?
She was saying that sounds like her actual voice. She was literally freaking out, or really freaking out that sounded like her voice. So here we go again.
What's wrong, little Pookie?
So yeah, good fun on my channel. That's some stinky coffee. Yeah, it must be. I heard about that coffee, but nope. Yep, that's kind of my reaction to it. Tammy D's heard about it too. It's supposed to be really good. It's supposed to be, because it's pre-digested, like less acidic, I think. I don't know. I haven't tried it. We bought some, but it was, again, before I was a coffee drinker. We just bought it as a gift and gave it to friends, but I never tried it myself. I'm kind of glad I didn't. Poo, coffee, or monkey brains? Poo, coffee, or monkey brains? You know what I'm going to do, Awesome One? That is such a good question. That is such a good question that if I can get my YouTube to work, I'm going to try for the very first time a YouTube poll. Can I do that? That is such a good question. Whoa. Mute myself. Can I start a poll? How do I start a poll? Community moderation, reaction pod. Can I start a poll? Start a poll. We're going to say poo coffee or monkey brains. There we go, people. Make your decisions in the poll. How about that? My first live poll, thanks to the awesome one.
Yes, that's awesome.
Amanda B, was that 20 minutes? Not quite. or white or quitter. Just joking. Oh my gosh. Don't everyone worry, everyone. Gothics, it's just a premiere, not a proper live stream. I take pride in my grammar and spelling. Wait a minute. Love it for Katie. Rocky Katie's gonna send me a print she did. Oh, that's what you guys were talking about yesterday. Awesome. Yeah, that's cool. That's so cool, Mark. Yeah, I know Katie's crafty, so that's awesome that that she's sending you a print. Oh, that's why she was telling you to send a picture of it too. Gotcha. Now that makes sense. Holy crap, that does sound like... Now, how do you guys know what Cherished Psalm sounds like? She said she sends you guys voice messages? Like, what is going on? What is this relationship? What is this Pookie Raw relationship? What's going on here? Where did What's Wrong Little Pookie get clipped from? It got clipped from... There is actually a book, if you look it up, by the children's book illustrator named Sandra Boynton. She just done... You've seen her stuff, I'm sure. She was like huge in like Hallmark cards and children's books. And I found some... I guess there was a book called What's Wrong Little Pookie from a long time ago, not currently. And I found a video of somebody reading it out loud, like as like reading out loud children's books. So I just clipped when they said the title. What's up, Jeremy Burtz? Good to see you again. Jeremy Burtz, man, he is becoming a regular. Love it. Love that you're here. You're going to have to get onto the sound effects train pretty soon here. But Jeremy Burtz, like, what are you into, dude? Like, let me know. Jeremy Burtz. You gotta give me some, like, some details to like build a sound effects off of. Everybody's saying hello to Jeremy. You've gotten her voice messages too, John? Okay, this is a thing. Is the poll, is that what we'd like to eat or what? Good question. I don't know. Go with your gut. Go with your gut. Are the brains cooked? Another good question. I don't know if that would affect my answer, though. I don't know if it would make it better. I don't know. Would it make it better? Is the poo cooked? The poo coffee is technically cooked. What would I do? I think I'd go poo coffee. Ironically enough. Because it's not like you're eating poo. It's just passed through poo. And then they clean it and it's roasted. While the brains... I don't know. Are you just like... Is it like Indiana Jones style where they're cracking open the top of the monkey's head and you're just scooping it out? Who knows? Mr. Monkey Boy says he is not answering that poll. Oh, get on Discord. Is that where you're hearing the Pookie? Is that where it is? The Pookie abounds on Discord? Oh my gosh. It's a relationship that has tainted my Instagram algorithm somehow. Awesome one. Oh my gosh, you guys. Don't you usually have to kill the monkey first? Debatable. I don't think they did in Indiana Jones. Did they? I don't remember. No, not us. Not participating. Tammy D could use a wrench. All right, Tammy D. I am listening to my chat when it comes to wrenching. Because we had a little issue where I didn't, or I was a little wrench happy, and I made a mistake, and I paid the price of it with my first troll. But Tammy D is wrenched, I think. Hopefully that worked, Tammy D. Check it out. Welcome to the mod squad, Tammy D. What's up? Where did my sound effect for that go? Here we go. Mod squad. I've heard monkey brains taste like bananas. Oh my gosh. I like bananas until you said that. It's hashtag the wrenching. That's right. we do listen to John. John's nominations hold a lot of weight, people. They hold a lot of weight. So get on John's good side if you want a wrench. All right, let me get into today's. Okay, so I thought I was only getting 2 books. And I wasn't just 2. But here are the 2 that I thought I was going to get. 1, Redcoat. I won't belabor this. Oh, let me zoom in a little bit. I won't belabor this too much because no, not zoom in on my face. Let's not do that. I won't belabor this too much because you guys all know, you guys have seen Redcoat before. I've talked about Redcoat before. I love it. I love this series. Love Ghost Machine and what they're doing. Look at this cool cover from Brian Hitch. Sorry, it's a little blurry. It's because I had to zoom in so much on this camera. If I was on the other side, it wouldn't be so much, but whatever. Very cool cover. If you follow Brian Hitch on X, he actually posted black and white version of this cover advertising the book and saying, hey, it's out today. But very cool cover. I didn't know how he got away with that on the cover, but hey, you know what? Sharks. If you love history, if you love scallywag leading men, if you love another take on what you think is history, this is the book for you. Fun mystical stuff, really great writing. Jeff Johns is a great writer, and the artwork is top notch on here. And Redcoat, his name is just blanking on his name. Tell me, Simon Pure. He's like an immortal, and he can't die, but he got cut by this magic axe that now he is about to die. And then one of the other immortals that he runs across during the course of his many lives and time is Benedict Arnold. This guy, he's kind of like his counterpoint, his Moriarty to Sherlock. So he's chiming in here on, hey, you're gonna die, and Simon Pierce trying to find out how to get cured from the axe wound so that he doesn't die. And then in the process, he runs into and meets Albert Einstein as a kid. And so it's kind of this cool character dynamic. Some love interest. So yeah, this was issue 5 already. They're already out in issue 5. They've been very consistent with getting these out on a monthly basis. So it's awesome. It's building up their audience. This must be the Titanic, I'm guessing. Building up their audience with this book, Geiger, and Rook Exodus. I'm assuming Rook Exodus is going to come out next week because usually the order goes Geiger comes out one week, then Redcoat, then Rook Exodus. All 3 books are excellent. Great art, great story, great characters. Highly recommend them. And they are about to launch Ghost Machine. The imprint is about to launch more of a horror universe. Hyde Street being one of the first books. I'm pretty interested in that. The artwork looks awesome on this cover, but I don't know how long I'll hang on to a horror genre. We'll see. But I will give that book, because they've done so well on these other books, I will give that book for sure a first look. This is another book, Devour. Don't know. I'll flip through it. Not sure if I'll pick it up. I'll pick up that other one though. Then Geiger X number 6 coming out next month. Rook Exodus, I'm assuming this one is coming out next week. So yeah, that was it. That was one book I picked up, Redcoat. I was expecting this one. How are we doing on time? Woo! Gotta talk fast. This was the other book that I was expecting, Wolverine Revenge. And as you can see, I decided to go with the red band explicit content version. For those of you who have been watching my previous streams, my Wednesday comic streams, the miniseries Blood Hunt was one that I had picked up. There was 5 issues of that. And for each issue, they produced a regular version and a red band version that supposedly had more violence or whatever. And as a sucker, no, I bought into the gimmick where I bought, for the first issue, I bought it, and you could see the differences between the two issues in that one. And I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of a cool gimmick. They would either change panels to be quote unquote more violent, or add a couple extra pages, like a splash page or two, to add more violent fight. Because you were dealing with vampires, the potential of extra violence was strong. So I bought both the standard issues and the Red Band issue for that whole series. Now, in hindsight, would I have done that? No, because the Red Band issue is $1 extra, and I didn't feel like it was worth it. It really was just for an extra panel or change panel or extra couple pages, it wasn't worth it. But since I already did it from the beginning, I decided to stick with it. So I have both versions for that whole miniseries. Now, when I heard that they were doing it for Wolverine Revenge, I was like, dang it. They're doing the whole gimmick thing again. I'm not going to buy into it. But I will just buy one version for the first issue, and I bought the Red Band issue. So that's why I'm here. That's where we're here. But it comes in that little poly bag. It's such a gimmick. It's right up there with like lenticular covers and trading cards. But I had to do it for this first issue. And it's Greg Capullo. Jonathan Hickman is a great writer. I like his writing. Greg Capullo, super talented monster of an artist. So, yeah, this is it. Wolverine Revenge. Let's see. Where are you? Just want to catch up here before I get too far behind. Tammy D says, thank you, Rocky. You're welcome for your wrench. John can vouch for Amanda B, too. Amanda B? Did I miss you? Oh, my gosh. Amanda B. Here we go, Amanda B, if you're still there. Amanda B is wrenched. Wow, what a generous day. Thanks to John. Amanda B, welcome to the Mod Squad. I nominate Rocky's mom to wrench. I nominate Rocky's cats. I don't. I would ban those guys if they were ever in my chat. I also nominate Mark's mom. I would do it. Mark's Music Obsession. If your mom wants to be wrenched, let me know. If I see a MMO in the chat, she is getting wrenched like no other. That is a cool cover. Great cover for Redcoat. Back to the Shadow Realm for Emo Trash. Welcome to the Mod Squad, everybody. Amanda, how many brains have you eaten? I'm out walking Maggie. All right. You guys are hilarious. 3 looks good. All right. 0 brains. I do not want to eat anyone's brains. I choose poo. I'm gonna cut that out. I'm gonna clip that, Amanda B. That's gonna be that's gonna go into when I get into your sound effect. I'm gonna remember that. Trust me. I'm hoping with the whole process there isn't much actual poo left in the coffee. Yes, I agree. I'm on the same boat. Just include more weapons and bloods and explosions. Yes. Brass knuckles or switchblade. That's right. Red Band, Amanda B. Red Banda B. If you eat the poo, do you kaboom? If you eat brains, are you a monkey zombie? That could also be another poll. Those scissors are sad. Are they? They're all right. This kind of polybag material is hard to cut through. Okay, 2 haven't smacked that like. Ooh, Tammy D. Sorry, not to get you confused with Amanda B. Tammy D. Already cracking the whip on the likes. I love it. I love it. Yes, we love violence here. We do. It's a violent channel. Viva la revolution. That's right. Brass monkey, that funky monkey. That funky monkey. Burp, burp. There we go. Mr. Monkey Boy feels it. Mr. Monkey Boy feels it.
How do you say monkey in French?
John. Oh my gosh. Congrats, Amanda B. All right. Wow, Amanda getting the bottom of the barrel. I should say toilet. We know it. Yo, Shanth, are you ready, my friend? Shanth. That's my friend Shanth. Are you pumped, dude? Are you excited? Do you want to jump in here? Yeah, fit. Or is it too crazy? If you want to jump in here, I'll see if I can throw you the link. I don't know how it works. Let me know, dude. I'm so excited for you. Hope you are excited. You must be like combing your hair, shaving. Did you draw that? You shaving? Why are you shaving? Shanth knows all these references. Hope you are well. Everybody's excited for you, Shanth. Guys, get ready at 4 o'clock Pacific time, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Shanth will be launching his Second Chance campaign. We watched the trailer, Shanth, at the beginning of the stream for Nosfero the Crypt Walker. So for those of you who didn't catch it the first time around, there is a Second Chance campaign about to launch and an art-only campaign. Artist Edition campaign. Speaking of Artist Editions, look at this beauty. My friend Shanth produced this. He birthed this. It was blood, sweat, and tears. And he's trying to share it with you all. So please support the man. I definitely will be. So proud of him. He deserves all the success that he can get and much, much, much more. So I hope you're ready, Shanth. It's going to be a good night for you. My sound effect should be Nurse Ratchet. Oh, all right. Let me write this down. Tammy D. Nurse Ratchet. Everybody, Shanth, Mark's music obsession. He's crossing his T's, dotting his I's, getting everything ready because he is gonna jump on that campaign like never, like no tomorrow. Let's see. Cranberry Landry says, "Hey, congrats and good luck on the new campaign, Shanth. Here's the link. Thank you, Jeremy Burt. Nosfero the Cryptwalker 2nd and the Art Edition. We're ready, dude. 40 minutes until I'm hitting refresh." Oh my gosh. 40 minutes, everybody. 40 minutes. See, I'm only 2 minutes behind on the chat now. Oh my gosh. Stoic as always, Shanth. Everyone cried but me. Birthing, pooing, braining. What a gross stream. Let me check. What's the poll say? What does the poll say? 71% says Poo Coffee. I think Poo Coffee is the winner here. We'll let it go for a little bit more, but Poo Coffee, nobody wants that monkey brain stuff. Give us some Poo Coffee. Okay, I am running out of time. Woo! So, let's get through this. Wolverine, Revenge. Who cares about this? We're excited about Shanth's thing. I don't like it's a little blurry, but you guys get the idea. It's a little blurry. Bothers me. I need better cameras. Greg Capullo, killing it with... Greg Capullo, is he... This penciler. Inker, Tim Townsend. Oh, Tim Townsend's legendary inker from Image. I believe he worked on Gen 13, Wildstorm stuff. This is awesome. Wolverine fighting dinosaurs. Can't go wrong. Nick Fury. Come on. Looks cool. Colors look cool. Who's the colorist? FCO Placentia. Oh, okay. Heard of him. Them. Her. Not sure. Good colors. I just feel like Capullo has hit. I actually never really liked Capullo stuff when I was younger. When he first kind of hit the scene, he drew some X-Men fill-in issues and started on Spawn, but then he really hit his stride. I'd say on Spawn. I think just because he was cranking it out so much. This must be because it's a red band, violent version. And then once he got onto Batman, man, that guy was like peak Capullo. Just started cranking this stuff out, and he at such a fast clip. Like I feel like he's just knows who he is, knows how he would draw stuff, and now he's just banging out the art like crazy. I heard he's also working on his original book Creech too. At the same time, he's doing work for Marvel. It's awesome. Top of his game. Okay, that's crazy. Did he just cut himself? Ooh. All right there, Wolverine. Pretty brutal. Oh, I don't know what the story's about at all. I'm assuming Wolverine wants revenge. That's what I'm guessing. But that looks cool. Excited to read through that one. Okay, so that was Redcoat, Wolverine Revenge. Then I saw this one. Now why would I pick up a Venom War? There's too much Venom stuff out there. What? But don't you guys remember a couple of my Wednesday comic streams ago? There was a book I ran across, Black Widow Venom, and I really liked the artwork in it. And this is the continuation of that. So I don't think there's a issue 2 of that book. I think it moves on to this book. For whatever reason, they're kind of intertwining the stories. Man, this camera is blurry. And there ain't nothing I can really do about it. Sorry about that. But so this is the same artist as that Black Widow book. And it looks cool. The art's great. I still stand by my comments on the artwork. Both the drawing and the coloring in this book is nice. It's a very great Black Widow feel to it. Luciano Vecchio is the artist, and Rachel maybe Rosenberg is the color artist. Good stuff, and I love the design of this new Black Widow. It's pretty cool. So similarly to that Black Widow book, cool layouts. The way that he draws Black Widow is awesome. Her new costume is great. So just very interested to see where the story goes and if they'll keep going on after this issue. Yeah, draws her face really cool. I like this new costume. She's like the merging of, what was the name of her symbiote? Dang it. Sliver. It's like Natasha Romanoff and Sliver merging together to form this version of Black Widow. To be continued. Okay, so this is Venom War, Venomous. I don't know. I'll have to follow the checklist to see where it goes next. Here it is. Next. Venom War, Venomous 2. I wonder if it's going to be the same artist. Cool. Sorry, I'm speeding through this stuff because I'm also very conscious of the time. So then there was 3 books. I was like, okay, cool. 3 books then. And the artist edition, the Batman Year 1 artist edition. That's all right. Nope. Sure enough, I was at Amazing Fantasy and looking through Frank's dollar box as I do. And guess what I ran into? Okay, wait. Birthing, pooing. Hey, nurse. Yes. Mark's Music Obsession. Hardly Breathe. Shanth, come on. Do a guy solid. That frap is really doing a number. I'm like spinning out of control. R.I.P. Ray Chan. I see that all in a whole bunch of books. They brought Nick Fury back. Yep, Nick Fury, the real Nick Fury. Yep, he's back. They have a book called Fury right now, which I didn't pick up, but it has that Nick Fury in it. I'm in the background focusing when suddenly there's a woo to pull me back. Oh my gosh. Looking rough. Yeah, looking rough for Wolverine. That's right. Wolverine skinned himself alive. I don't know what happened, but looks cool. 35 minutes. It was when I posted this. Where are we at? Wait, 35 minutes left? Oh yeah. So I'm a little behind. Great splash pages. I have had squirrel brains cooked, of course, when I was a kid. Ew. Venom with Eddie Brock. Venom with Flash Thompson. Venom's with everything. There's too much Venom, actually. And I wouldn't pick it up. Even Frank at Amazing Fantasy was like, why are you picking this up? And I'm like, oh, it's because the art. I like how they treated this art. You're speeding through this because you're on a cafe. Yeah, that too. That too. Rocky will crash and sleep through Shant's launch. Possibly. Yes. Yep. Speedy Gonzalez. Cranberry Landers. I'm working on character art for an old friend of mine. Fury Road? All right. So I was looking through Frank's dollar boxes, and guess what I would find? I kind of feel like, Frank, if you're watching this, I kind of feel like Frank's catering it. He knew, because I'm working on that master study, that Michael Golden master study. He knew. He kind of baited me with this. Huh? Frank, look what I found. All these NAMs. And so these are all issues that are contained within the NAM magazine that I have. And if you guys remember, the NAM magazine is in a magazine format, 8.5 by 11, bigger than this, and in black and white. And I love it in black and white. It's amazing. You can look at the artwork. We talked about this last night. There's just something about black and white inked comic work that just gets me. And so it's just like, yeah, I could pick up the regular NAM and stuff, but, I love the black and white version. So I was looking at these. I was like, oh, they're in the dollar bin. And I only have issue 3 myself. I've in my collection. I only had issue 3. And I was like, oh, wow, they have a whole bunch of these. 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 13. So I started flipping through them, and I was looking specifically for the golden ones. And something about the colors is really cool. I really like the colored versions, too. And since they were only in the dollar bin, I was like, well, okay, why not? That's cool. Like, look at that with the colors. This kind of coloring. Phil Felix, who was the letterer and the colorist. But it's fun, this like 4-color process. It's just fun. It's just fun. It adds something to the book. Yeah, I really dug it. So I was like, oh, so then I started flipping through each issue, making sure I got the Michael Golden ones, because there's some fill-in artists here and there. And so I didn't pick up those issues. But the one issue I was looking for in color was issue 9. Why? I'll give you guys one guess why I was looking for issue 9. Because it had the page that I'm doing the master study from, issue 9. And go figure, he didn't have issue 9 in the dollar box. So I couldn't find it. This was one of the pages I picked, was one of the possibilities to do the inking study on. If you guys remember this foreground character, this is in color. This was a page I saw recently somebody posted on the Michael Golden fan appreciation page that they own this page, and they got John Beatty, the inker, to sign it, which it looked great on the page. Look at this. It's awesome. These colors, like the colorist did this like shine on the face. Pretty cool. So I was like, wow, the colors are not bad on this. It's another, this was not another page that I was thinking of. But basically I found all the pages except the one that I'm working on in color. How ironic is that? I even asked Frank, and he was like, oh, issue 9's not there? And he's like, go look in the other section. And I did, and I couldn't find it. So Ah, well, I'll find it another time. But yeah, I picked up all these NAMs with the color issues of the golden stuff. Great covers. Look at these covers. I won't flip through each one of them, but look at these covers. Great covers, and I'm pretty sure Michael Golden did the color on these covers too, because this reminds me of the color choices he makes, which are very like poppy and bold. Awesome cover right there. So much character in that. And this, like, these are not standard covers you would think to color a Vietnam War comic, but that just screams comics to me. So cool. This is the time period. Fall of the Mutants is coming. This was like, you know, early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. 1987 right there. So cool. All right. Okay. I'm still rushing. Man, why doesn't Ethan have an upcoming post for the stream? Mark's music session. Stressing out. Okay, I still got more. Another one in Frank's box. Not box, his back issues. Check this out. This is a Frank Miller Marvel Fanfare. He did the cover. Frank Miller cover here. You guys know how much I love Frank Miller. And he did the story, or the pencils. Joe Rubenstein was the inker. But I love this. I love the colors in this too. And the Frank Miller style in this. It's kind of... Frank Miller was still working through, like, he was kind of this like classic comic artist. This is before he got super stylized with his stuff, but still great stuff. And like, I just love how you can like see Cap in all these panels. You can track him of all these panels, even here, right here, just his hands up here. What a cool cropping. He flips over. Great storytelling stuff. Frank Miller's a master storyteller. Great. So I don't think I've ever read this story before, this particular one-shot story, but I loved it. I just loved how he drew Captain America in it, how he's telling the story. This is a classic Frank Miller kind of panel layout. 15 panels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 15 panels. I love how all of these panels are in... There's subtle things here. This panel's shorter here than these panels. There's a reason for that. This panel doesn't have a border here, doesn't have a border here. He's breaking out of the border here. All these subtle choices that Frank's making are intentional. And love that. Just throws the shield, bounces, crash. It's great. Great stuff in this. And I just love the colors. The colors are cool. Colorist is Glynis Wein, who is a very famous comic colorist. Awesome. And then in the back, they had a Kevin Nolan portfolio. Love me some Kevin Nolan. I love Marvel Fanfare for this kind of... Oh, there's a... In the Kevin Nolan Artist Edition, they have the black and white of this. I'd pull it out if I had more time. Running out of time! Terry Austin portfolio, great inker. I didn't know he did pencils himself, but great stuff. So cool find. Here's another Frank Miller pinup. More stylized pinup. It's the page you're using the study from. That's right, Cranberry Landers. You guessed it. That was, and I couldn't find it. Okay, 2 more books, and then we're done. SOP is to switch to the artists on YouTube channel for the launch, or Malin or Shane to offer to do so. Man, I hope not, John. Wait until much... Okay, when you read... Trying to go to the ER. I like the pink cover. Nice. Yeah, the pink cover is awesome. Emo Trash is trying to hurt herself. Comrade Sammy's trying to hurt herself with the shelves. What's going on? Glossy paper. Don't like the glossy paper for the Marvel Fanfare. That's kind of cool, actually. Something about the colors. Colors sit nicely on that glossy paper. All right, speaking of time, I'm going to get some food. See you later, John, if you're taking off. Thanks, Rocking Chat. Yes, thanks for being here, John.
He goes, what's your name? He goes, John.
If you're going to head to Ethan's stream to support Sean, have a good stream. All right, let me get through this. Alien Legion. Why did I pick this up? Larry Stroman is the penciler. Larry Stroman did a book, an Image. Well, he worked on X Factor for a while. He was like wave 2, I'd say, of the Image guys. Took over X Factor after Casada. And he'd had a cool, really, really dynamic graphic style. Used a lot of like strong diagonals in his work. Almost had like a fashion influence in his style, I'd say. But he had cool... the reason I say fashion is because he had cool costuming and just overall stylization of characters. Before he got onto X Factor, he worked on this book, Alien Legion, which I don't know much about. But my buddy Alan Lau, who was in the chat earlier, mentioned Alien Legion. I think he has a lot of these issues, so I may have to borrow those from him. But pick this up in the dollar bin. Kind of cool. Very stylized graphic. Exaggerated. These are talking about all these diagonals. Really strong diagonals. Alien Legion. Oh, I'm going to go over this series one time. Hawk and Wolverine Meltdown. This is a great series. Painted book series. I have all 4 of those. That's Alien Legion. Did he do the cover? I'm not sure if Stroman did the cover. Maybe. And finally, I picked up this book, The Question by Dennis Cohen. Cohen? Is that how you pronounce his name? Danny O'Neill was the artist. I love this because it's like... It's kind of a throwback, old style, pulpy style, The Question was. I always wondered, I don't know much about The Question. He is... I know that Rorschach from Watchmen was influenced a lot by this character, The Question. But when I was flipping through this, I loved the artwork and the panel layout. It seemed like there was some deep storytelling going on here. Very dramatic storytelling. And... yeah, there's something about it. It's like felt different, of these like really strong, aggressive cross-hatching lines. There's a question. He has this weird amorphous face. He's like working out. Yeah, classic Dennis Cohen stuff. This is cool. It's a cool layout. It's kind of like, it feels like it's from the like early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, the way it is. Like, it reminds me of Steranko a little bit. It's totally a different era of comics than what I grew up with, but just seeing this in the dollar bin and the kind of storytelling, it almost felt like an indie book a little bit. Like, I could see this being produced in black and white and looking really cool. But it's cool. Question. My introduction to The Question. Bill Sienkiewicz is inker on this. I recognize that signature. So yeah. So I picked up way more than I thought I would at the comic book shop. On top of that year one artist edition. 18 minutes. Will he make it? I'm going to make it. That was it. That was my whole haul, everybody. So there you go. That's what Wednesday Comics. It was a full meal that I crammed into the time that you're supposed to eat your appetizer. But you guys saw it. Batman Year One, Artist Edition. That was the main course right there. And then all these other extra things were dessert. But hope you guys got something out of that, and at the very least I hope you're inspired by that Batman Year One Artist Edition. If I could make a commission on trying to sell that, I wish, because I will be yelling from the youth rooftops what a great investment that book is. It's amazing. And if you love storytelling, the art of storytelling, if you love Batman, that is pinnacle right there. So I highly recommend that Artist Edition. And also the NAMM stuff. That was a pleasant surprise to find it. Like, I had never seen the NAMM before in Frank's dollar boxes until I just started drawing the NAM. So I was like, and he knows. So I'm just wondering. But anyway, guys, I don't want to what do we got? 15 minutes till that stream starts. Everybody go get ready. Mark's Music Obsession is going to be first in line there, but get ready to back Shantz, Nosfero, the Cryptwalker Second Chance campaign. Support that brother. He's putting great content out there. He loves comics. He loves art. He loves talking about it. He loves hanging out with you guys on his stream. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, do so. I think all of you guys have. Shanthan Jetty Art is the name of his channel. But he is a longtime friend of mine. We go way back. And he's like a brother to me and has been so supportive in my own endeavors of doing this stuff. So I want to support him as much as I can. And I wish him all the best. Shanth, if you're still listening, I wish you all the best in your launch. And it's going to do great. I'm so excited for you and so excited of where this will lead. So go back. Nosfero, the Cryptwalker, Second Chance campaign, Art Edition. Indiegogo will go live today. He is launching it on Ethan Van Sciver's YouTube channel. I believe it's called Comic Artist Pros. Go check it out. Talk to Mark if you need to know where to go. And support him. They're going live in like 15 minutes. So hopefully all of you guys go take a potty break, a poo coffee break, and then get ready for the stream because it's going to be epic. I don't know if I will see all of you there. I'm definitely going to back the campaign, but whether or not I can hang out in the chat or whatever, I will see. I've got other stuff that I got to take care of. But thank you all for coming and joining me here. Thank you for everybody that joined me last night on my live stream for drawing. I've got three more panels on that Michael Golden master study that I'm doing. 3 more panels to go. So we're on our way. I'm going to try and finish it up this week. Probably we'll do one more draw stream to finish it up. Might do some work before that draw stream, but I'm going to try and finish it up this week. So stay tuned. I don't know if notifications will work, but just stay tuned to my channel to see when that will be. And have a great Wednesday, you guys. Go back Shant's campaign. Thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, notify, comment, blah, blah, blah. Poo coffee. I'll see you guys later. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Thanks to all the new mods, Tammy D, Amanda B. Did I miss anybody? I don't know. See you later. Have fun. Bye-bye. Take care, Mark's Music Obsession. It's going to be okay, man. It's going to be okay. You're going to get it. It's going to be okay.